Ooh, child, y'all. Ooh, it look like I. Boy, I tell you what. I'm here, y'all. Yes, I made it on live. This is Green Eye Sparkle, baby, with the Monday Moment Thoughts. Fashionably late. I was outside working in my yard, y'all. That sun was sunny. An unintentional sunning tan for me. I was trying to get some stuff done. So look, I didn't even put any makeup on or anything. I said, my sparklers are looking for me. I normally hop on at 12 noon, so I'm like an hour, 52 minutes late. So whoever show up today, I will definitely appreciate it. And I appreciate the love for those of you who were looking for me. Yes, I am here. Child, y'all listen, as I was looking at over my Monday moment thoughts, I just forgot about you know, that Freudian slip when you don't want to really talk about something. Child, I don't left off my USF Bulls playing Memphis this weekend. That was not a pretty sight. Mm-mm. No, no, we didn't show up and show out on that Memphis game. No, we didn't do that. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to kick off my Monday Moment Thoughts with first and foremost, y'all, there is, in case y'all don't know, because everybody's from different parts of the country, in case y'all don't know, there is a category 5 hurricane. Yes, hurricane category 5 that is brewing right now out in the water. Now, according to the meteorologists, this category 5 hurricane is headed towards Jamaica. The eye of the storm is quite big, but what they were saying is that Jamaica has a lot of mountains. They're concerned about the mudslides that can occur because of the high mountain range in Jamaica. They're watching the eye because they're saying that, if the eye hits over Kingston, that could be a major catastrophic problem if it hits over, Jamaica, Kingston area. So I just want to shout out my thoughts with the island of Jamaica because this category 5, what they just showed on the news, y'all, it looked pretty big. So, y'all, let's just keep our thoughts for Jamaica. They were saying the amount of rain Jamaica is going to get is unreal. But when that storm goes through and goes across Jamaica, it's going to go all the way across. They said it was going to hit a few other islands. So, y'all, let's keep an eye out on these storms that are brewing. Even though that they were saying it's not an impact to the United States, we still need to be mindful of the weather because right now they're saying it is a category 5, y'all, out there brewing, headed towards Jamaica. So I want to get that part out the way first. Now I got to jump into my Victory Monday. Y'all see that I'm in my Victory Monday. The reason why I'm wearing pink today is because today is the last Monday of October. And, pink, October is, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I did support the cancer walk. And I lost a sister to cancer. So I do support recognizing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It happens all year, but I'm in pink, and you see I'm rocking my pink thanks to my Buccaneers also because this is like the last Monday to acknowledge Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But it is Victory Monday. Let me clear my throat. Child, y'all listen. It is Victory Monday. Hello, my Buccaneers, they, I was like, are we going to have us a comeback from that horrific game that we played on Monday against Detroit? What the Sam Hill was going on? Y'all remember I was on here on my Monday Moment Thoughts. And, I was just sitting to myself. And, when I was talking last week, oh, thank you. And I don't even have on any makeup or anything. I'm running fashionably late. Thank you so much. Is that Rita James? Thank you so much. I had to jump on immediately. I was outside of my yard and realized the time is and rushed to get dressed to come on live with y'all. But as I was just saying, Detroit put something on us on Monday, and so on my Monday moment thoughts, the game hadn't played yet, and I was saying that I was optimistic that my Bucks were gonna win, even though y'all be on it in the chat. My sparklers, let me tell you something about y'all. Y'all know y'all be right on it. Somebody said in the chat last Monday, they said I don't know. Y'all said look, Detroit pretty good. They said now we want the Bucks to win, but they said Detroit is looking like a strong team. But I'm gonna shoot for Tampa Bay, but I can't remember the sparkler that was in my chat last week. I hope you come back through today because you were spot on. I think their name was Spaghetti or something like that. They were spot on. Hi, Maria. Hi, Maria Mel. Child, my sparkler, I think his name was Spaghetti that was in my chat last week. Cause boy, that chat was off the chain last week. We were going at the conversation was off the chain last week in my chat on Monday about the football game, who was gonna go in, who gonna win what, and so listen. Yeah, I got to give a shout out where a shout out is due. Um, I think his name was Spaghetti. You were correct. Detroit was ready for us. I don't know that team that showed up in Detroit on Monday. I really don't know who that was. I don't feel that was a representation of my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But today I am happy to see y'all see that back there. I am happy to say my Buccaneers went over there to New Orleans and we grabbed that W. And we sat y'all because look, there's a bye. They don't even have to play this coming weekend. They don't have to play. So week 8 in the NFL is off to a good start for my Bucks. Thank you, Maria, and hey, King V, how y'all doing on this magnificent Monday? So yeah, it is a victory, y'all. It's a victory Monday for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we're gonna get into the conversation about the game. Because there was, like I said, my sparklers. I didn't even have my sound effects ready because I got to give a shout out to my sparklers because the conversation that took place with my sparklers last Monday really set the tone for how this thing played out. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, the conversation was rich last week, and everybody y'all were on it. So I'm gonna find my little music in the moment, my little reaction, cause y'all were on it last week, sparklers. Now, so let's talk about Sunday's game. Now, somebody was in my chat on Monday, on Monday, also talking about the Saints were not equipped. They said the Saints was not equipped to even handle a game because they said the quarterback was not very good. And but child, listen, they had another quarterback playing. Uh, what that quarterback name? They had a quarterback playing, y'all. Spencer Rattler. For all my Saints fans that are in the building, because last week, I don't know, for some reason, last Monday, I had a ton of New Orleans Saints fans in my chat. I thought it, and I loved every bit of it, because like I said, I agree with whether it's good conversation or a bad conversation. It's okay. Everybody can agree to disagree. So I'm okay with that. Because that is the great part of engaging in conversation. Conversation is not one-sided. It takes two people to engage in a conversation. So, we had a lot of, different things going back and forth between, like what New Orleans Saints got running and what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have running. And, everybody was saying they need to get rid of the quarterback. But listen, y'all had Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is the QB. And, this coming into week 8. And, I know that y'all, for all my New Orleans Saints fans, you are a Saints fan, but I'm not delusional. I know Tampa Bay would win the game. Okay, Mix Wagger. All right now. Okay, thank you. See, tell the truth, shame the devil. Like I told y'all, I say now when my Bucks right or right, or they wrong, they wrong. When we played in Detroit, Mick, my Bucks, that was not my team. Those Buccaneers went in there. I said, that is not my team. Who is that over there in Detroit? I said, it can't be my Buccaneers playing like they were playing, Mick. They were a hot mess, and I'm gonna stick to that. They were a hot mess in Detroit. I'm glad they came back. to regroup and get themselves together. Okay, because I said I don't recognize this team. I had to ask somebody, who is this team that came to I'm all word. Let me tell y'all. I added my little scenario, Victory Monday, and it is Victory Monday. Hello, Derek Graham. Okay, period. Okay, we are 6-2, the best beginning start in franchise history. This is the best we have ever showed up. Okay, Derek, you ain't lied about that. The best that we have ever showed up in franchise history, 6-2. So, yeah, that's why it's Victory Monday. Y'all see I'm rocking my Buccaneer banner in the background. That is so true. Detroit is a bad matchup for Tampa. Yeah, and tell me why, Mick, tell me why you think it was a bad matchup. Mick, honestly, I thought we were gonna be able to take them, but then I thought about we had so many injuries. I said I don't know if it was about the injuries. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Hey John, how you doing? I could not put my I don't know who that is. Somebody dropped down in my thing. I could not put my finger on it about what happened. But like you said, Mick, you said you felt it was a bad matchup for Tampa, but I want to hear a little bit more. Why was it a bad matchup? I thought we could have taken them. It is the personnel. It's the personnel that scheme. Too many injuries and Baker choked. Yeah, Baker choked. He did. Like I said, I don't know what happened in Detroit. It was shocking. And let me tell y'all something. I said I wasn't even gonna talk about it because I was in my feelings, but no, you got to talk about the good, you got to talk about the bad, and you got to talk about the indifferent. The indifference of what happens in a game. It's all good. But we did come through once we hit New Orleans and we had to handle business. Now New Orleans, they need to. Baker Mayfield, he doing good right now. He doing good, so I'm gonna give him his credit where it's due. But I think New Orleans need to work on beefing up quarterbacks. I don't know what y'all thinking. Our defense played to no end. Shout out to the defense for Tampa Bay. Our defense went into New Orleans and we showed up and showed out. I'm telling you, the New Orleans seemed like they didn't even have a chance. That offense didn't have a chance against the Buccaneers defense. We did that. We shout out to the defense because they were rocking. That the interception right off the rip, that quarterback threw that interception in the first half. Like what? I said, okay. I was nodding my head in agreement that yeah, it's gonna be a good game. They already throwing interceptions. Hey y'all, by the way, my sparklers, don't forget to hit that like button. I get so excited. I forget to remind my sparklers, make sure y'all hit that like button now, because y'all know we get into good conversation on Monday Moment Thoughts about this NFL, and we in the week 8 now. We the Saints need a bit of everything. Oh my goodness. We did that. Got me laughing. Okay. Yeah, and you know what? We got a bit of injuries too. Thank heavens we pulled it off. Cause you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, on our offense, we got a little cleaning up to do. We got a little cleaning up to do on that offense now. We got so many. We got quite a few injuries now that I think about it too. Baker Mayfield is the truth in Tampa Bay. Okay, clock that T. Ding, 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 ding. Baker Mayfield is doing the job. Now, I can't confirm nor deny what he did when he was over there with them other teams when he wasn't playing to the best of his ability. But I know what he's doing for us over here in Tampa Bay. So, Baker Mayfield, all right with me. Now, I'm going to say, wow, it was a good game. But we need to tighten up on that offensive end. We definitely need to tighten up. Now, here's the thing, though. So, they did well, and we have a bye, right? So, Todd Bowles said, y'all did what y'all came, y'all delivered. So Todd Bowles gave them the whole week off, y'all. Did y'all know that? Todd Bowles said, y'all gonna take the whole week off, enjoy yourselves, because, they have a bye, so they don't have a game coming up. They got a bye. But as I think about it, y'all get in the chat with this one. Do you think it's a good idea to have a whole week off, running from today all the way through Sunday. Do y'all think that's a good idea to have a bye, or do you think we should be practicing? Who will have a better career overall, Ibuka or Bucky Irvin? In my humble opinion, I think both of them. Ibuka is good. Bucky Irvin is really fast. That number 7 Bucky, he is really fast. Number 2, Ibuka. See, they're rookies. They're young. So in my humble opinion, I think they both will have a promising career. Our defense played okay against Tampa, but our offense could do anything. Yeah. You say we need to practice. Okay. Yeah, I agree. And then it's good for Tampa to have a full week off, because they're banged up. You ain't lied about that. Listen, they are. They look. Yeah, I have to say, I have to give it to you. I think honestly, we are banged up. I got to clap on that. I'm going to clap on that. We do need a break, but also at the same time, I'm torn. I'm torn with this because I feel like yeah, they need a break. They need to heal their body, but I think we need to work on offense too. So I don't know. I think we need. I'm torn against this one now, Cranberry. You say, hi, you're too entertaining. I'm subbing. You're subscribing to this channel. Well, I appreciate you for subscribing and share this live out too. Cause like I said, I love good conversation, and I'm gonna get right on into it. Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing to Green Eye Sparkle Baby 100. Cause I'm gonna look. I like to talk, and I'm gonna tell it, child. Listen, I love good, engaging conversation. What do you think of the Eagles? They are your team. Okay, at Cranberry, the Eagles your team. Let me see here. Let me run through my Look, I'm gonna do roll call for y'all. Since Cranberry man, since you talk about the Eagles, let me just run through my roll call thus far of the NFL Week 8. So we had the Miami Dolphins and the Falcons play. Child, y'all, I was shocked about this. Miami had 34 points, Atlanta 10. What the Sam Hill Blazers? You know, Miami is not the, the best team. I was kind of concerned about them, but they pulled off that W. Because I said, well, what they going to do? Are they going to ask Shador to come to Miami and try out to help out Tua? Because I didn't know. But yeah, they pulled it off. We had the Baltimore Ravens. They won their match. They won their match, Lord. I'm talking about the match. Won their game. 30 to the Bears 16. So shout out to Baltimore. The Buffalo Bills 40 to Panthers 9. Uh-huh. Yes, Miami's a bunch of stinkers, if you ask me. Y'all, you cracking me up. Let me stay focused on this roll call. Y'all, see, y'all get me off track. That was funny. That was funny. Okay, Baltimore, Buffalo Bills 40, Panthers 9. All right, the Jets. The Jets had 39 over the Cincinnati Bengals. The Jets with their 39, the Bengals had 38. Now y'all know they brought Flacco over there from the Cleveland Browns. So Flacco doing all right. I think he might have found his home over there in Cincinnati because that was a close game. That was a difference of 1 point, y'all. That the Texans and the 49ers, I was shooketh. I was shooketh over how this turned out. Well, is it just me or were y'all shocked? The Texans had 26 or on the 49ers 15. I said, I said, is that correct? I said, well, what the Sam Hill is going on? Hey, y'all, hey. You say don't call out the Cowboys score. It is. I'm a show. I'm going to have to call it out now. Listen, I told you. I tell the good, the bad, and the indifferent. I'm going to call out them Cowboys too. Y'all know I said that. I don't told y'all. I told y'all I'm doing roll call. So y'all just bear with it because I'm calling everybody out. This week, week 8 was something else. I'm calling y'all. I'm calling everybody out. So y'all just get ready because I'm calling y'all out. Okay, that's right. Now, moving right along, moving right along. But I was shocked about them 49ers. I said, I can't believe the 49ers only had 15 points on the board. They let the Texans come up with 26. Golly. I said, what on earth is that? Then check this out. The New England Patriots, right? The New England Patriots had 32. The Browns had 13. I was like, okay, Browns, because I was a little concerned about them, because it was low scoring for them. I said, well, what's going on with because I know they said Dylan Gabriel supposed to be the end all be all, but I think, in my humble opinion, they need to let Shador get out there and do a little something, something. Yeah, you said y'all defense is horrendous. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh Lordy! Now, so as I was saying, yeah, so the Browns 13 and the Patriots 32. But y'all know now, y'all know that Dylan Gabriel, that Dylan Gabriel. All I'm saying is, if they let that Phoenix come up out that fire that's sitting over there at the Cleveland Browns, I think that he may add a little flavor to the game. I think he might rise to the occasion of the game. I don't know. Is it me? What y'all thinking? I think that if given the opportunity, he might just do something. You say simply wonderful. The team that needs to be called out is the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, and the no good for nothing. And the no good for nothing of Atlanta Falcons. Okay, time 18. You got time today, huh? Then New House fam said the worst team I had to say are the Raiders every year. They are terrible. But didn't the Raiders recruit one of the quarterbacks early on from over there at the Browns? Child, y'all a mess today. I'm telling y'all, it just gets better and better every week. Cause y'all be in here, y'all be telling it like it is. Okay. Now let's talk about the Eagles. Somebody asked about the Eagles earlier. I see that y'all don't show that. That's why you want me to talk about them Eagles. Talk about you an Eagles fan. How about them Eagles? I see y'all show that. Okay, the Eagles went 38 and the New York Giants 20. Ooh, let's discuss that. What y'all think going on with the Giants? Now the Eagles did their thing. As you know, they're a good team. They're a solid team. Jalen Hurts be doing his thing. What y'all think going on over there at the Giants? Now the Giants got a heavy hitter list of quarterbacks. I mean, but what y'all think going on with the Giants? You said they did Geno Smith 60-yard pass in the whole game is diabolical. Then time 188 said it isn't the Raiders that is terrible. It is the organization that needs to get rid of Chip Kelly, and Tom Brady made the biggest mistake of his life by not picking Deion Sanders' son to play quarterback. Oh. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Y'all don't think it would have been a conflict of interest with Deion Sanders' son to play quarterback? Because Tom Brady actually was a mentor for Shador Sanders. I don't know. You know how they, get funny about when people, they find out that he was a mentor for, Shador, they'll try to say it was some bias, it was a conflict of interest. So I don't know, time 18188, because he was mentoring. So it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to call that one out. Because Tom Brady was a mentor. Talk to him. They would be on Zoom or whatever that was they would be on, and he would watch film. And so I just don't know. I'm not sure about that. You said simply wonderful. Let me tell you what is the conflict of interest. LeBron James making the Los Angeles Lakers draft his son that cannot play a lick of basketball. Oh my goodness, let me cover my face. That was shady. And time for 8, you running some. Boy, look here, I'm going to take my mouth off of that. Let me cover my face. And y'all know what? I said, now, I did say I was gonna start, talk about the NBA. I did a kickoff talk about the NBA last Thursday as the NBA season is getting ready to start rocking and rolling. So Thursday, I'm gonna give some more highlights. I'm not prepared today to talk about that NBA because I say I want to get this kickstart off of the NFL Week 8, but ooh, I have nothing to say at time 18188, boy. That was a shady one. Uh, and then at Newhouse Fan 44, you said Shador should have went to the Ravens. They wanted to draft him. Really? They wanted to draft him? Um, Even though they got Lamar Jackson? I didn't know. I didn't realize that. Okay. Child, now somebody done hopped in my chat, y'all. Okay, sparklers, I always let y'all handle business. I let y'all take care of the foolishness. Somebody done hopped in on my chat, my sparklers, with some foolishness, and I'm not even gonna read out. Y'all in my chat, y'all see the foolishness. I know, right? Y'all sparklers, y'all get the foolishness that don't hop in my chat, because we are a respectful community. We have good conversation about the sport and the love of sports and football. So I don't know what they talking about. I don't know what they talking about. But we gonna keep it moving because we don't have foolishness. We always engage in healthy fun dialogue and trash talking when it come down to these games. That's what we do. I don't know about that other foolishness that's going on in my chat. Okay. So, to the person who wanted to hear about their Eagles, yeah, y'all did y'all thing, but what I don't understand is what is going on with the Giants. They're not doing well. Let me progress on. Cause the Broncos are tightening up, y'all. The Broncos didn't have such a good season last year. But child. Um, the Broncos, 44. And somebody said, please don't talk about the Cowboys. Well, I mean, y'all, the Cowboys had 24, but the Broncos just came through there on them horses, and they had them Cowboys they went running because the Broncos had 44. Broncos 44, the Cowboys 24. Yeah, 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 yeah. You are 100% right about the Ravens wanting to drive Sanders, but Sanders said no because Lamar is there. And he would have never had a chance to play any type of football anytime soon. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And y'all see now I'm gonna call out this person's name in here who is so disrespectful in my chat. If you don't like our conversation about the NFL Week 8, please move on and find another channel to talk on. This is ridiculous. This somebody, their name is Mars. What is this? The thing keep moving up. Marza, somebody 3265. My sparklers, we don't have foolishness over here. Some reason they want to come over here and hang out in my chat. Much love and respect to you, Queen. Thank you so much, Mick. But we got somebody so disrespectful in here. They need to swipe up and get off of my channel because we don't even tolerate foolishness, and we'll not engage in any of the banter that is being displayed because that's not how we rock and roll. Okay? Now, moving right along. Y'all listen. We have the Indianapolis Colts at 38 and the Titans 14. Um, okay. The Titans. The Titans in their conference, I think, is one of the lowest performing teams. I think they are definitely one of the lowest performing teams. Um, Marza, bless you, Marza, and find another channel because we rock and roll over here. We rock and roll over here. We have us a good time. We are talking about our NFL Week 8. I don't even know why. I guess you want somebody to click on your channel or hit likes. I'm not sure, but we're going to keep it moving and keep it classy based. Oh, anyway, bless you. Anyways, moving right along. Green Bay and the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all. You know, I think Aaron Rodgers really wanted to show welcome home, make me a moderator. So I'm working on that, Mick. I don't really know how to do moderators, but I really do need to do that, Mick. So I need to next time, like when we have foolishness, um to have this person blocked. This is very disrespectful. I don't and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. I don't know who this is and why they chose to come over here on my page. Goodness gracious, y'all. Sorry about that. It just kind of went blank. I was trying to get my lighting together. He's ruining the chat. Yes. And I don't know who it is. You're absolutely right. And people, hot dog. If I'm looking right now at settings to see what can be done because this is ridiculous and is unnecessary. Oh, add it. Okay, Mick, I can add you as a moderator, Mick. Okay, Mick. Can you, Mick, you are now a standard moderator for my channel. Mick, do me a favor. If you could erase or remove what's happening in my chat, I would greatly appreciate it. This is ridiculous because we are engaged in healthy conversation about football, and this person is so disrespectful. I am totally shocked beyond measure. And thank you for letting me know, Mick, about being a moderator because I do need help because it throws us off of our great conversation when we have someone being so disrespectful. So moving right along. Thank you, Mick. I greatly appreciate that. Listen, y'all, I honestly think that I think Aaron Rodgers, he worked his butt off. Aaron Rodgers worked his butt off. He tried his best to get that W for Pittsburgh, but Green Bay, y'all listen, Green Bay said, no, no, no. We don't think so. Green Bay showed up and showed out with a win of 35 to Pittsburgh Steelers 25. So it was a game of the game. It was a game of the game. Aaron Rodgers, shout out to you. I know you played beyond measure, but somebody had to win, and it was your former team. The Green Bay Packers won that game against Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, they did. Now, that was awesome. That was awesome. Now, it says, oh, he's gone. Thank you, Mick. I appreciate that. I'm sorry for the crashing out. They hide behind profile keyboard warriors. Yes, they do. Simply wonderful. My big mama always told me when people are hurt and have trauma in their life, all they know to do is hurt other people, and they uh, take you from their president. Oh, okay. Hello, hey Darius. I am doing great today, Darius. Yeah, we just had a little hiccup. That's all. Somebody had the nerve to be in here being disrespectful, but we handled that. Yes, and you're right. Hurt people hurt people. And I don't understand why people jump on somebody else's channel to interrupt the awesomeness of the channel. I don't get that. And why be on somebody's channel if you're really and truly not engaged in the work that we're doing? I was so shocked about that. Yeah, unfortunately, people have a lot of hatred built up in their hearts now. But thank you for that at time 18188. I appreciate it. It's just, bless them. But and I didn't really get the moderator until I looked under settings to find the settings. Hi, my person 246. Okay, now moving right along. People are trying to be in. Yeah, we had us a little moment. They just want to be disrespectful. Hey, Chevelle, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am here. I hopped on a little late, but I am here. I am here. I was a little late, but you know what? Better late than not coming on at all. Thank you. Yes. Hey, Chevelle. Yes. Glad to have you in the chat. Glad to have you in the chat. Oh, I'm good. It's a magnificent Monday. It's a victory Monday. My Bucks won. Yes, 6-2. The best opening in franchise history. Doesn't get better than that. I love it. Yes, I love it, love it, love it. Now, few more things to talk about. Um, You look fat. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for sending the fam because I thought I looked a hot mess today. I had been outside working in yard, sweating and everything, and I looked at the time. I said, "Oh no, I got to get ready for my Monday moment thoughts." I said, "Because my sparklers are waiting on me. Because y'all know we get in with the sports. Uh, that now I can't remember who that was. Was that the new? Let me see what his name was. Who was that talking about? Or LeBron James? I gotta let that one marinate. You get full with energy and happiness. When you hear me, oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad to be a ray of sunshine for my sparkler. Sometimes people, when they scroll through, I guess on YouTube, and they stop and they see someone that's bringing them great energy. You like it, and I'm glad to be that beacon of light. That I can shine light on others, and if you are getting energy from it, then I am doing and serving and doing what I need to do. So thank you for that. Now y'all know there's Monday Night Football. It's Monday Night Football. And so let me see what's going on for Monday Night Football. Because, y'all, let me tell you something. My bad, y'all. Because I surely did not look to see who was up next for tonight. I was so hyped about doing my roll call. Y'all know I love doing roll call. I had to do roll call of all them games yesterday, child. And then we got Monday Night Football tonight. Let me see. I always check through with my updates from my NFL. I always check out my NFL daily now to see what's going on, what's happening. Shoot. Who playing tonight? Oh, Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Did y'all know that? It's a auntie, have I tried jerk cut? Is this a Jersey boy? Have I tried jerk cut? Talking about with that old delicious jerk turkey that they have around Thanksgiving time that my family always buys. Sometimes we get one or two of them delicious jerk turkeys. If you never had a jerk turkey, y'all try out jerk cut. They got some good old juicy turkey around the holidays. So to answer your question, yes, I have. The food is amazing at jerk cut. Time 18188 says, let's hit that like button and to subscribe. Let's hear the live because simply is simply wonderful. Oh, thank you. Y'all are wonderful. Y'all totally rock and roll. And don't forget to share out my live. Let everybody know that Green Eye Sparkle, Simply Carissa, AKA, I call myself Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show on Thursdays, but on Mondays, I just say Simply Carissa and the Monday Moment Thoughts. Thank you for that. It was me that said LeBron James usher his son in. Okay, time 18188. I knew it was somebody. Boy, I'm still thinking about that. I am laughing. I am still laughing about that. I said I have no comments. I'm not gonna have anybody coming for me. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that. Yes, the Chiefs and Commanders both still trying to find their identity. Yes, yes. So that will be an interesting game. Cause they're saying, I was checking out my NFL Daily, and they say, to watch and keep an eye out for this game. So the Commanders are 3-4. The Chiefs. Let me see what the Chiefs are 4-3. So yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So it could go either way. Who y'all got on the game? The game come on tonight at 8:15. What y'all thinking? The Chiefs or the Commanders? Who y'all got today? Y'all know I like to weigh in on the Monday night game. Y'all get in the chat and tell me, I mean, They're not my team. It could go either way. Okay. At Mick Swagger says they got the Chiefs. Okay. All right now. All right. Y'all keep weighing in. What else y'all got? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeesh. I mean, the Commanders are 3-4. I get that. Cheese, milk, I don't know what that. I don't understand that. I don't understand what that means. But anyways, so y'all think it's the Chiefs, or y'all got the Commanders? Yeah, this gonna be an interesting game. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes, that his arm might be good. He might be throwing in some good touchdowns. I don't know. I don't know about this game right here. So, it's whatever y'all think. If y'all think it's the Chiefs, y'all put the Chiefs in the chat. If y'all think it's gonna be the Commanders to take this, y'all put the Commanders in the chat. It's real iffy for me. I don't know. I don't know because they're too close. They're too close, and yes, to the point of time. Time said they're trying to find their identity. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I guess my ring light overheated, y'all. When my ring light overheats, it will shut off. But I'm gonna keep on talking. Let me see if I can add a little light in here. Oh my goodness, it sure did. It shut right off. Whoo, cha. I guess it got too hot. Let me see if I can get another light on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't know why I keep doing. This is the second time it's done it. Usually it'll run for a long time, but it just shut off on me. This is the second time it's done that. You said the Commanders were my steeper pick to go to the Super Bowl before the season started, but they've disappointed so far. Oops. At time 188 says simply wonderful. Y'all have a wide receiver. I think he wears number 2. That young man is going to be the future of that team. He could probably win Rookie of the Year. And I know exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about Ibuka. Because Ibuka, number 2, is outstanding. And yes, he is. He is great and very deserving of Rookie of the Year. Because he came out, and when I tell you that young man plays his heart out, when Mike Evans got injured and they had to pull Mike Evans out, because y'all know that Mike Evans, he broke his clavicle and he had a concussion. They pulled him off. Ibuka stepped up. He was like, by any means necessary, he gonna grind, and I love it. Ibuka, he grinds to no end, and Bucky Irvin, they give it all they have. We got some good now. We got some good receivers now. I mean, I can't lie about that. We got some good ones. Time, you say you got Kansas City tonight. Yeah, it sounds like everybody probably gonna be leaning towards Kansas City. But I'm gonna go for the underdog. I'm gonna go for the Commanders. I think the Commanders might be able to pull it off. I think they might be able to pull it off. Simply, that wide receiver wasn't even the best wide receiver out of Ohio State. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. So I think we might be, yeah. So I got the Commanders. I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Y'all say the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the underdog. I'm gonna go with the Commanders and see what the Commanders talking about. Is that all right with y'all? And we gonna find out who comes out on top. Now, uh, the Bucks made great draft choices. Yes, I am very pleased. I am very pleased with the Bucks and their draft picks. Very pleased. The organization and the leadership that's happening at the Buccaneers, hands down. Um, they move with, and the organization is wonderful. One of the best organizations. I don't know about any other organization. I just know about my Buccaneers organization. They are very intentional. Marshawn Lattimore isn't covering a top 10 wide receiver, which for some reason means he's going to be he's going to be burnt toast. Kansas City wins by 14. Oh, that's what you think? Okay. But like I said, I'm going to stick to my Commanders. I hear what everybody's saying. I hear what y'all said, but for some reason, something is telling me stick to my gut, and I'm gonna go with the Washington Commanders. Just simply as that. I'm just gonna go with the Commanders. I don't these two teams I don't really know much about, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Well, everybody know about Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Patrick Mahomes. They run that streak. But I think I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna place this year. All I know is I'm gonna just go with the underdogs, and I'm gonna say Washington Commanders. Um, Simply, I don't disagree with you because I don't think Kansas City is really a good team this year. Yeah, I feel like Kansas City has been inconsistent in their plays. They are not showing like playoff worthiness, if you will. They might have one good game, and then they might have and then the following week they've been inconsistent. They're up and down. A good game, not so good game. A good game, not so good game. So it's hard for me to just say, hands down, without a doubt, it's gonna be Kansas City because I don't know. I think Washington Commanders might shock everybody. We all got to watch tonight at 8:15 to see who gonna bring this game home. Now, y'all, I say the college for the end, y'all. Colorado Buffaloes. Oh my gosh, and Utah. I did not see that upset coming at all. They have won against Utah. They won last year against Utah. Utah, I think, really prepared themselves and was ready to go to war when they got out there on that field against the Colorado Buffaloes. I was shocked to see that Colorado got shut out. But I also have to remember now, my sparklers, that, Deion Sanders is rebuilding his team. Deion Sanders had lots of draft picks leave Colorado. You had Horn leave, Travis Hunter, Shador, Shiloh. The list goes on and on. There were a lot of Colorado players that moved on in the draft. I was shocked to see that Colorado was shut out. Oh, they were shut out. I mean, that game ran so late. It went until 1 o'clock in the morning. I fell asleep on it. I really tried to keep my eyes open, but it was so sad and it was just so hard to watch. That game was so hard to watch, y'all. I said, so I feel like it's a rebranding and a rebuilding of the Colorado Buffaloes. Everybody still has in their mind the Colorado Buffalo team of last year. A lot of those players have moved on into the NFL. So I think there needs to be definitely a review, like a reboot of the Colorado Buffaloes. They need to do a reboot and adjust how they are playing. They got to really build relationships with the players now with the Buffaloes. They build trust, build relationships quickly though, because the games are going to play regardless if they're ready or not. You know, Regardless if they are ready or not, the games must go on. But what I'm saying is they're going to have to move like full throttle ahead of building trust with the new players, building relationships. The whole football staff, they all just need a reset to understand. The grind is a little different from when they had the grind of the players from back when. Um, it was a shocker, and one of the outlets quoted Deion Sanders was saying that he was dumbfounded at the upset loss of zero to I couldn't believe it, 0-43, y'all. That was shocking. Simply wonderful. I'm going to stick to my two underdog picks: Oklahoma Sooners and Miami. All right. Okay. Well, you stick to it now. I'm just saying. I like to keep an eye out. I like to just, I like to keep an eye out for the Buffaloes to see where they're going. Cause I'm actually University of South Florida all day. See, I'm a bull, and we doing well. But this Saturday, I was shooketh. I was shooketh, y'all. I was shooketh this Saturday. Memphis, they blew us out the water. That's all I can say. We've been playing a heck of a game. We've been doing Great. I mean, we the talk of the town because when we beat the Florida Gators, that solidified us to get some rankings. So I was literally shocked when we did not win against Memphis. I had no words. But hey, we still doing well. I think we can still climb back up the rankings. I know we kind of fell down on the power rankings, but I think we could climb back up. A lot of my family are definitely Miami fans at time. A lot of my family is all about the U. They'll tell you they all about the U. Yeah, I see so one of my family members just popped in. How about the U? Uh-huh. Yeah, I knew it. I just said it. I'm psychic. I just said to time 1818. I said a lot of my family are big Miami fans, and I knew that my family was gonna hop in this chat. Hey family, that's where my uncle done came in to weigh in, y'all. My uncle's all about the University of Miami. But my team, my USF, my Bulls are going strong. My Bulls are going strong. We had a hiccup against Memphis, but I'm not gonna let that tear down my spirit. We're gonna keep going. I think we'll be good. Um, I know they have readjusted the power rankings, so I'm gonna talk about them power rankings on Thursday because I know we have been shook it. My Bulls have been shook it after we lost against Memphis. So we will see. We will see. Now, as far as where Colorado Buffalo stand, I have no idea because that upset where they had zero, I mean, they could not get one score on the board. That was shocking. But it's a new team. I say Deion Sanders and his office staff, they have some work to do. They have some work to do. They got to rebuild. They have to do a reorg. New players, young team, they need a reorg, in my humble opinion. Uh-huh. Well, since you all in the chat, um, Aaron, since you in the chat, who you got for tonight? Kansas City Chiefs? Or do you have the Washington Commanders? Who you got? Because we've been discussing the Chiefs or Washington Commanders. I said I'm going with the underdog, the Commanders. I'm not going with Kansas City. No, I hope that the defense will shut down the offense and Mahomes doesn't get that ball out his hand. So I'm going with all the way. I'm gonna go with the Commanders. Oh my goodness, somebody talking about they vote chocolate. Okay. Oh, and so all right. So Unc says KC. So he going with the Kansas City Chiefs. He going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. I'm not going with Kansas City. I'm going Washington Commanders all the way. And then guess what? We gonna meet back here on Thursday to find out the ending results. We gonna see who won this game. Now, earlier we talked about should the Buccaneers have this whole week off. Todd Bowles gave them the whole week off. At first, I was a little weird, leery about it. Then my sparklers got in the chat and said they need the week off because they need to heal their body. What y'all thinking? Since I got some new folks in the chat, and if y'all Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, do y'all think Todd Bowles should give them the whole week off? I know they got a bye coming up. And I know that we got a lot of hurt folks and they probably need this time to rehab. But at the same time, I feel like we need to tighten up. Our offense needs some work. Like getting down to that goal line, we should solidify a touchdown. Why are we getting all the way down there? And I feel like sometimes we have too many missed opportunities to land that touchdown. I think they could have had at least 1 day of practice or 2 days of practice or something. But I mean, I get it. They worked hard. They beat New Orleans, shout out, because that was a great game. But I just I don't want my Buccaneers to get too relaxed. Offense, when we get down to that goal line, we should be making touchdowns. I don't understand. Like, we should be like, I mean, I know we got time, but y'all understand the words coming out. What I'm trying to say is run that ball all the way in. We need a running game. We need a solid running game. Baker Mayfield doing his thing. Yes, I get it. But I feel like we should have more points on the board than what we have, in my humble opinion. What y'all thinking? I feel like we should have more points. I think it should not be a no-brainer. Once we get down there in that end zone and we're in that red zone, I think we should land touchdowns. That's what I think. And I know it's not going to happen all the time, but I think offense, there's some work to be done on offense. Now, Sunday's game, yesterday game, it was all defense showed up and showed out. I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due. That doggone defense with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a boy. It was like a grind, like you would not believe. And then New Orleans, that quarterback, what I told y'all his name was Rattler or something. He was shooking, throwing interceptions in the first half. I said, "Ooh, he shook it. What's going on?" But I like it. Hey, hey, you want to throw some interceptions and they had nonstop turnovers. That's all right with me too. So I think we played pretty good. I think we still have more work to do. I truly believe we still have some work to do. Spencer Rattler, that's that quarterback name from New Orleans. Because, last week in the chat, it was a lot of New Orleans Saints. They were not feeling the quarterback. So they got a new one. Y'all got to let him get his feet wet. That's all. Y'all just need to work on allowing him to get his feet wet. I think y'all will be okay. Well, I tell you what, this week 8, I think it's kicking off to be a great week 8. We have to see what's going on tonight, y'all, with Kansas City and the Washington Commanders. Um, Shout out to those who didn't want me to yell out the Dallas Cowboys score. Yeah, Dallas. I say Dallas got a little work to do too. Prescott, y'all got Prescott over there. Prescott. They ain't paying Prescott all that money. I'm trying to go back in my chat. I thought somebody said something about Prescott, but maybe not. But yeah, y'all. The Cowboys, yeah, and the Broncos. The Broncos is a strong team. The Broncos looking real good. Hi, Breon Toller. They just described as a Patriots fan. I respect y'all. Cause Brady won y'all Super Bowl, but we play y'all in 2 weeks. Yeah, baby. Yeah, y'all play us, and I thank you for giving us that credit that you give us mad respect over here at Tampa Bay. But yeah, we play y'all. Yes, we do. And thank you for the subscribing. Yes, I'm growing my channel. My goal is by the end of this week, I'm shooting for 500 subscribers. So y'all don't forget to share out and like this live. Don't y'all forget to like this live and share it out, because my goal is I am growing my platform, and my goal is by the end of this week. I like to set goals for myself, and I said it is obtainable. 500. That's what I'm going for. 500 subscribers. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate it, because I'm building something. I think this is an awesome platform where we can just talk about some good old sports and football. And y'all know I'm gonna put my own little comedy twist to it, because y'all know I love to talk. And I love to engage with my sparklers, my community, because I like to know what y'all thinking. Because it's just hilarious, some of the things that come up and come out as we're talking. And by the way, the Patriots was 32 on Sunday to the Browns 13. Y'all think Dylan Gabriel doing all right? The quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Do y'all think that others should have an opportunity to quarterback? Flacco, he looked like he trying to hold his own over there in Cincinnati. That was a close, tight game. They lost by 1 point to New York Jets. Oh, I know what I asked earlier, and nobody said anything. I don't know if it's, maybe I don't have a lot of fans in the building. But I asked this question. What is going on, y'all, with New York Giants? They are not playing to the level that I thought they would be playing this year. When I heard all the draft picks and who was traded over there to the New York Giants, I thought the New York Giants was going to be like a Super Bowl contender. But they're not winning. What is that score? Because they did not have another good turnout. Who did they play? Let me find them Giants, because it was not. Oh, The Eagles. How could I forget that? Because I got an Eagles fan in here who wanted me to shout out the Eagles, talking about how the Eagles doing. So the Giants played the Eagles. The score was 38 to the Giants 20. But do y'all think the New York Giants is showing like a solid team? What y'all thinking? Do y'all think they really bringing the oomph or no? I mean, they have Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston. You know, they got some quarterbacks over there. Okay, I knew time. I knew you were gonna weigh in on it. You said simply the problem is Russell Wilson, and I believe it's the organization. I keep telling people I'm looking at Daniel Jones playing with the Indianapolis Colts, and he looked like the second coming Peyton. You know what, time? I'm starting to, you're making some valid points um when it comes down to certain things that's happening out on the field. It does go to the organization, but and it also goes to leadership. You know, oh yeah, what? The Giants, yeah. The Giants. The Giants, they did not the Giants had 20. The Eagles had 38. In case you missed that, yeah, Unc, them Giants are not performing well. What is going on with them? I mean, they not showing up, and they not rising to the occasion. But to your point, time, sometimes it does boil down to the leadership and the organization, like to navigate the course and stop with the bureaucracy. Sometimes it's the bureaucracy, the political stuff. If they want to win, sometimes they got to look deep inside themselves. And then, time, you said it's not always the quarterback. Simply, it's the organization. Yeah, I agree. I ain't gonna talk about them quarterbacks too much because it is about the organization. Russell Wilson should not be playing football anymore. And if you're going to make Russell Wilson play football, he should be a backup quarterback like Flacco. Ooh, now you said a mouthful of time. Ooh, I would rather see Jameis Winston up to play as quarterback before Russell Wilson. I mean, that's just my opinion. Jameis, when he played for he was a franchise quarterback for the Bucs. Did he make some mistakes? Sure. But for the most part, Jameis, he was young, and he has really strengthened himself as a quarterback, in my humble opinion. Uh, Unc say, are you kidding me? Russell Wilson is done. Yeah, that's why I said Russell Wilson, yeah, yep, and he said, amen. So, Unc agrees with you, time. Yeah, Russell, no. Jameis still has some oomph under him. Put Jameis Winston in. You know what I'm saying? Jameis got some oomph. Get him in there on the field. Every now and then he get a little wonky, but I'd rather see Jameis before I would want to see Russell Wilson. Hey, Alex. Hey, thank you for coming in the chat, because we chatting over here. Simply, they got rid of Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones, and a couple of other players that they should have never got rid of. The Giants had the best picks in 5 years. Maybe 6 got nothing to show for it. Ooh. Happy birthday, Alex. If it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Alex. Yeah. I feel like the quarterback can't do it alone because it's no IN team, right? It takes a whole group. So when it's the quarterback, it's the whole offense. Offense should be working with the quarterback. The quarterback, when I think about like how the quarterback, what is his name? Spencer Rattler got sacked. Like, where the offense, where was his protection? Because he sure got sacked. I think he got sacked twice. Then he threw an interception. But the offense need to tighten up. They should really rally behind the quarterback. The quarterback looks to leadership from the coach. The coach guides the leadership for the quarterback. So sometimes I think it's some peeling back of the onion and really getting to the core of the conversations that need to be had. The film watching, and then the follow-up feedback. What are we talking about? Oh, we talking about right now. We talking about the NFL. We talking about. I asked what was going on with the New York Giants, because the New York Giants, they not really bringing it up to par. Unc says, Old quarterback should be run off the league. Y'all been throwing some shade in my chat today. I'ma hide my face. Aaron Rodgers, he did his thing. Aaron Rodgers tried. Boy, that was a close game now. Aaron Rodgers wanted to show out for the Green Bay Packers. He wanted to show that, he represented with Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers did his best. Now, Aaron Rodgers is in his 40s, but he tried his best. He did that now. They just lost by 1 point. So I don't know if they should be run off the league. Now, I'm just saying, but y'all been shaded all day. From the comment about LeBron James' son can't play basketball worth a rip, but there he is sitting over there with the Lakers. Y'all been shady in my chat all day, but let me tell you, I am here for it because it's a freedom of speech over here. What comes up comes out, but that's what I said. I don't, as long as we over here talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Earlier we had foolishness. Somebody that came all up and through here with nothing but disrespect, and we shut that down because I got me a mod now, so I appreciate that. But what was that? Let me clap. I don't think all the quarterbacks should be run off. Aaron Choke Rodgers. Oh, wait a minute now. Y'all telling you what you say, Aaron Choke Rodgers. I don't want to hear nobody told me Jalen Hurts can't play football in the last 3 years. Jalen Hurts has been in 2 Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers ain't been to the Super Bowl. Oh, you're saying that Jalen Hurts is the guy. Jalen Hurts can play. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been to the Super Bowl since 2011. It's been that long. And hey, y'all, my sparklers that's just coming in, because I see y'all coming in the room. Don't y'all forget to hit that like button. Now, don't forget to hit that like button. It's been that long since it's been that long. Aaron Rodgers hasn't won a Super Bowl since 2011. What? Boy, y'all got some jokes today. Y'all call him Aaron Choke Rodgers. Well, he tried his best Sunday. Y'all not gonna get that man any credit. I got to cover my face. Y'all off the chain today. Y'all off the chain again. Last Monday was a good time, and today is a good time as well. Cause y'all, boy, I tell you, I get my whole life. I'm even over my hour. Cause y'all keep going. So I'm look here. I am here for it. What you say, Ty? Yes, hit that like button. But most of all, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I am here. I show up every Monday and I'll be back on Thursday. Oh, yes. Because on Thursday, I call it the Green Eye Sparkle, baby, the show. Thank y'all. Yes, I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, and what you say, LeBron is nepotism is a real thing. Oh, yes. We already don't talked about it. Yes, we talked about that. See, I didn't know if LeBron James' son was good or not, and I promised my sparklers since they asked, they said, can I, report out on the NBA? So I did on Thursday. I didn't do it today because I knew today was going to be a heavy hitter with, week 8. So I didn't talk about the NBA today, but I'm going to talk about it on Thursday. It's just they play so many doggone games. I try to keep up with all the games, but I'm gonna do a little score report on Thursday. uh, hello, Mondarius, I think it says. Hello, welcome to my chat. Come on into the conversation. Time over here laughing. Yep, because Time, you called it now. Time, you called it. Now you laughing because Unc just validated what you said. Unc, I've been telling everybody that. And the crazy thing is LeBron James' son, Bryce James, is going to be better than his brother. It's always the younger one. So, Unc, that one was for you. That comment that Time made was for you, Unc. Yes, buddy. Yeah, I didn't know all the foolishness going on. Child. So they got nepotism in the NBA, huh? See, I believe in, they need to let them players show themselves approved. Like, okay, that people want to talk about Deion Sanders and the Sanders boys. But Deion playing college right now. His boys both were in the NFL, but he wasn't no NFL coach. They got to grind. They got to show themselves approved. But do I agree with Shador Sanders being a 144th pick? Absolutely not. I think that was a bunch of baloney. That young man was not no 144th pick. They wanted to shut him out. They were being shady. I think that Shador can stand on his own 2 feet better than LeBron James' son, obviously, because y'all in my chat saying LeBron James' son is not that good. Hello. Because I know last Thursday, I think it was Golden State Warriors played the Lakers last Thursday. So yeah, to y'all point, like, yeah, what the Sam Hill going on? All that foolishness like that. What is going on? Child, y'all, I tell you what, quite interesting, huh? Well, y'all, I have enjoyed y'all. I'ma hop off this line. It has been nothing but a good time. I have loved every minute today on Monday Moment Thoughts. This is Simply Carissa, aka Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show. Y'all gonna see me next week now with Monday Moment Thoughts. Y'all be easy. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.